Fanatic Farms.
Guys, welcome back to another Fanatic Farms video, and this video I have been wanting to do for a very long time. I planned for this way back when I first started my channel over a year ago. I was missing a piece, couldn't do it, and it's only until last week I managed to get that final piece. So we are checking out the Playmobil series of the Back to the Future toy line. Does that make sense? The Back to the Future toy line from the Playmobil. Admittedly, I'm only missing one set, and that's the black Toyota truck that Marty gets at the end of Back to the Future 1, being Back to the Future 2. I didn't see the point in getting that, so I never bothered. But first off, let's have a look at Playmobil set 70317, which starts it all, and that is the Playmobil DeLorean, this thing. Now this, when I first saw this, I fell in love with it, and this was what, back in 2020? So, you know, height of January, February, March, April. Yeah, we were in the middle of lockdown. Didn't have the cash for it at the time, obviously. Didn't get it, but eventually I did. And yeah, I freaking love this. Who would thought Playmobil would make such cool vehicles? I had the Ecto 1 at one point. I sold that to my fellow Ghostbuster friend who wanted it for his kids. Still need to get the Ecto 1A. I think that's a better looking set than the Ecto 1. The A-Team van is freaking awesome. Scooby-Doo van is even better. But yeah, the DeLorean. So yeah, this is the box, and this is mine. And, oh, it is just such a perfect rendition of the famous car, the DeLorean. I just love it. I love the styling of it. It's just, yeah, I don't generally collect Playmobil. Like I say, I had the X1, and this is it. This is the only other thing I had. I've always been like a Lego collector, but this is so much better than the Lego set. With it, you got, what did we get? We got Emmett Brown, Doc Brown. There we go. We got a Doc Brown with his like little bag. We got a Marty McFly in his 1980, 85. Oh Christ Almighty, 1985 outfit. Yeah, we got a little skateboard for him, and we got Einstein. And I like the fact that Einstein has the stopwatch around his neck. We got a little camcorder for Marty to hold, which he can hold, I believe. He says, there we go, like that. There we go, finally zoomed in. Yeah, so he can hold the camcorder, watching as Doc Brown sends Einstein off to the future. We've got a little remote control unit.
My calculations are correct.
Like so. Yeah,
when this
stop.
baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
And no, that didn't come. Yeah, I think it did come with it. And then we've got the box of plutonium with plutonium inside it. And also I have Doc Brown's stopwatch in there as well, so I don't lose it. And God, my stomach's grumbling. The hook, but I can't remember if that came with this set or came with the calendar set. But yeah, we'll go through that in a minute. And also at the same time, you could sometimes pick up the 1955 Mike McFly with his guitar about to play Johnny Be Good, and we have Doc Brown in his 1955 outfit with Save the Clock Tower thing. But yeah, just look at this. This is so freaking cool. You know, you could put Marty on his skateboard like so. Hell if I don't hold his head. Like that. Ah, Marty falling down. And he can roll. But yeah, you lot don't give a monkeys about the actual figures. You want to see the DeLorean, and I don't bloody blame you. So this thing, like I say, we have the gull wing doors open. And I don't know if you can see in the back there, right in the back, we have the flux capacitor. And what is so great about this set is if you push the button that's underneath, that's here, push that. Oh, we get the lighting up. As the time circuits turn on, you can see the flux capacitor is fluxing in the back there. No noise, but you got this beautiful lighting system, and then it just holds it for a minute. Wow, that actually stays on quite a long time, and then eventually it should turn off. He says, "Yeah, there we go." But yeah, I think that's so cool. Just one more, like you can just like, and the lights here and on the front, and the flux capacitor fluxing is just fantastic. And on the back you have like the plutonium chamber there, which you can take out. This bit, I have no idea what this is. I keep trying to lose it because it comes off really easily. And then you've got here the port where the arm goes, and also, no, not also. I thought there was a little clock mounted on the front, but there isn't, from the 1955 bit. But yeah, it is just fantastic. It rolls beautifully. Now it can put Marty sits in there really nice. Let's put Marty in. Put your arm down, Marty. Yeah, it's just so cool, and it's just such a cool piece. I don't generally have the Playmobil figures in the car. I just had the car on display because I just think it's such a cool display piece on its own. I think it's wicked, and you know, with Playmobil figures, I would do it with the Doc Brown here. Head can rotate, arms can go all the way around, and they... Oh, lost his tool belt. And he bends at the legs. That is it. But yeah, for a little Playmobil set, they didn't have to go this hard. They really didn't. To include all of this stuff. And Einstein, that's wicked. Can Einstein... Oh, that's a shame. I've never really thought about it, but you can't put Einstein in properly and close the door. Oh, there he goes. But you do get, on the inside there, you can just see that black bit in the center console, the time circuits. It's wicked. They have put so much effort into it. And you can see the actual display piece next to the steering wheel there, or let's see if you can do it. There we go. There's better. Yeah, they didn't have to do all this detailing, like the back as well. Out of time on the license plate. It's fantastic. But as we know, Back to the Future, it's not just 1985. They go back to 1955. And what did they do to do that? They brought out the calendar from, what was the calendar set? Calendar set was 7574. And that came out in October of 2020. So May of 2020, this came out. October, they bring out the calendar. And let's just quickly get that out. Put that on display. Just have a quick run through from that. And what little extra pieces you could do with that. So give me 2 seconds, guys. All right. It took a bit of faffing, but we got it. Yeah, the calendar set that came out in 2000, we got this from it. And it made the clock tower. It came with a load of extra pieces, but then more importantly, it came with a little bit of road, the telephone pole, the light. Like I say, I don't remember if this came with the calendar set or not, but the hook. And then what you could do is have the DeLorean come along and connect, and you're recreating the scene from the movie. It was so cool. And little extras as well, like we got Doc Brown and Marty in their radiation suits, like so. And even Marty's got his hairdryer. And the comic as well, from when he talks to his dad. So you got them, you got going back to, so what's that, 1985? 1985 as well, we got Marty in his outfit when he was auditioning for the school band, the school dance. Comes with a yellow guitar this time, and he comes with a backpack. But also, I think that's that scene because you also have the giant subwoofer that Doc has in his lab. And in 1955, we also get what was his girlfriend's name? Jennifer. Yeah, we get a Jennifer who looks a bit like a drag queen, to be honest. But she comes with her bag. She got some books, and we do also get. We got some books that she can. Can she hold? There was so much like Playmobil did not have to go this hard with, all the extra pieces. I know it was calendar, but we also got like Save Clock Tower again, and even on the back of that, it says "I love you" with all the kisses that Jennifer writes for Marty. And then now we're back in 1955. Going back to 85, we have the Twin Pine Mall, and then on the other side, the Lone Pine Mall sign as well, which is so cool. We get a little bench. But we get Biff Tannen. Get my nut out of the way. We get Biff. 1955, so we're doing that. We're going back in time now, so let's move the newer stuff out of the way. Enchantment Under the Sea dance sign. And then we get a 1955 Marty McFly on a skateboard. Also get a 1955 Doc Brown holding the envelope and the letter that Marty leaves him, warning him about the terrorists, and he's going to get shot. And what else we got? Camcorder, and this as well. We actually get a little out of time license plate. But yeah, again, freaking awesome. And just one extra thing, again, they did, but they didn't have to. You can put this in Doc Brown's hand, and I'll help if I tie it up. But yeah, he can slide down. Let's see if I can do that properly. He can slide down to the lamppost and reconnect the cables just as Marty hits the cabling across here and shoots off back to 1985. Again, they didn't have to do it. They didn't have to go this hard. And what is also pretty damn cool is that's the set that came with the Johnny B. Good, Marty McFly, the 2-pack set. This is the one that came with the calendar. And their actual variants, the coat's longer on the calendar one to the 2-pack one. So let's go that way. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, going back to 1955, and also let's just show you the street bit. Again, they didn't have to do it, but they've got the fire tire marks that the DeLorean leaves behind as it speds off to back to 85. It's just freaking epic. Right, but like I say, we do that, and then Back to the Future 2 comes out, and we're off to 2015. And Playmobil did another set for that, so let me just clear this stuff away, and we will bring out the next set, and we will talk about more. So give me 2 seconds.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Okay, so now we've landed in 2015, and the front of the courthouse, you know, it's been turned into a nice little pond area. The courthouse now is a mall, but yeah, this set, and yeah, I like the second movie, hat, coat. I did forget to say in the calendar series set as well, you got this. Like it's just meant to be the photo, but in Playmobil, and I don't know if I can catch it. There you go. You can make the brother and sister disappear like it does in the movie. Sorry, my lighting. How cool is that? Like again, they didn't need to go that hard, but yeah, they released that. And with this series, which is set 70634, and it's the Back to the Future Part 2 courthouse set. I believe it is 70634. Yep. And that one comes with this, which is the newspaper article that changes. Gang jailed, youth jailed, gang jailed. From changing from Griff to Marty. So yeah, again, freaking awesome. And with this series, we got this little like street with the pond. We got Griff with his baseball bat and his enhancements. We got Griff's hoverboard, which is a pit bull, and he can stand on that, which yeah, like so. And you know, his can go on water because he has power. And you meant to have two of these little round clear disc things for them to stand on. I've lost one of them, which is really annoying. But yeah, you get that. You get you get a copy of the Sports Almanac. We get Doc Brown in his yellow trench coat and silver sunnies. And what's cool as well, you get a smaller version of his trench coat like that, so that you can sit him in the DeLorean. And the way to do that is you pop the head off, pop the arms off, switch it out, and switch it for that one. But I don't. I prefer the long trench coat. We get Marty McFly in his 1955 outfit, like mine, with the hat and the coat. More importantly, we get his hoverboard, and he can stand on it. Yeah, he gets the hoverboard, and he's stuck on the water with Griff coming after him with his baseball bat. If you can get it to balance. Like so. We also get, same with the calendar, an out of time license plate, but this time it is the barcode license plate. And finally, we get a futuristic police officer. There goes McFly, which then opens up as well into a flying motorbike, which is epic. But more importantly, guys, the most important thing of all is we got some upgrades for the DeLorean. And by that, I mean we get a Mr. Fusion, and whatever the hell this piece is meant to be. I'm not quite sure what this is meant to be. Whoops, not Biff over as well. Griff, sorry. So what you do is you take out this piece here, which is what the connecting hook connects to. and you replace it with the weird little grey square piece, like so. Take out the plutonium, and you clip in Mr. Fusion. So there we go, guys. We're now starting to look like the Back to the Future 2 car. But wait, you say, but the Back to the Future 2, the car can fly. They thought about that. Didn't say it in the first part, but in the second, now we are in 2015. Underside of the car, the wheels have clips, and they unclip them. And they rotate in. So now we have the DeLorean in its 2015 mode, well, variation with the hover conversion, Mr. Fusion. I freaking love this toy. They thought they were prepared. They really were. They knew they were doing this. They knew how to make it last. But yeah, how cool is that? I need to get a stand or something so I can go, like, just having it in front of the clock tower. How cool is this? Right. But as we know, the car got hit by lightning at the end of number 2, whilst in hover mode. And what happens? Doc Brown gets sent back to 1885. So, because Playmobil is smart, they released the calendar, another calendar, which was 70546, I believe, which is Back to the Future 3. So, let me clear all this lot away. We've got a slight more upgrades to do to the DeLorean. Let's move all this stuff out of the way, and let's have a look at the last piece of my collection for the Playmobil Back to the Future stuff. So 2 seconds, guys.
Well, be careful! You don't want to get struck by lightning!
So the last set, I don't have a cowboy outfit, I'm sorry. So the Back to the Future 2 Playmobil set, that came out in June of 2021. So the calendar, DeLorean 2021, we bring out that set. So we've nearly had to wait a whole year just to get to the Back to the Future 2 DeLorean model. And then October 2021, so yeah, a year since calendar, obviously, we get the Back to the Future 3 one. Sadly, I am missing the clock tower cardboard cutout that came with it. I do have a few others, so like here, it's the excavation of the DeLorean from the mine shaft, and also we have with it, it's just, I know, it's a pile there now, like the instructions to get the where to find the DeLorean. I think that's so cool. Again, didn't have to. We get Emmett's grave. What? Just so much. So yeah, and I like the fact that they put Einstein. They've given him the crash helmet, and he is a lot smaller. Oh, there it is, than the previous Einstein. And I don't think that's Einstein. That's Copernicus, and he's a puppy. So yeah, that makes sense. Shut up, Dan. You're talking gibberish. But yeah, let's move that little bit out the way. Don't need that. I tell you what, I had a lot of fun when these sets came out. I had it on display on the shelves and like recreating the scenes from the movie. Beautiful. But as we know, this thing gets buried in the mine shaft. The tires degrade. The time circuit's burnt out from the thing. It will never fly again. The calendar thought of that as well. You can take the wheels off, he says. And this is where we're getting close to my favorite variation of the DeLorean. Take the wheels off. He says they are a pain in the neck, like so. And what do we get? The 1955 white wall red rimmed tires. And they just clip into place. Oh, Love it. And this is the piece that I was missing for over a year and a half. The 1955 time circuit pack that goes on the front of the DeLorean. Like so. It does have little circles on the inside, and you do get like little sticker patches, so it sticks into place because it just at the moment just rests on here. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to stick it on. I've seen people do like mods where they've taken the whole thing apart, they've glued like a magnet on the underside of the bonnet, and someone's like, one of them videos, so they've incorporated a bit of metal into time circuits and it just like magnetizes into place. That's really clever. I think I might try and do that. But yeah, how cool is this? This is my favorite variation of the DeLorean. And then obviously we get, well, we don't say obviously, but we get the little cinema seat like stand, and we get Doc Brown 55 with his train. Well, it's meant to be his train. No, it's not. The train one is Back to the Future 2. This is just him with his gun, ready to shoot, so Marty can go back to the future, well, back to the past to save Doc. And we do get Marty in his, pretty much his Clint Eastwood get up that Doc Brown puts him in. And then they shoot back off to the past. We've got the DeLorean back to 1885, and we get Marty. We have the train station cardboard cutout where you can put Clara with her bag, like so, and she can be waiting for the train. We get Doc Brown with his 10-gallon hat and his sniper rifle. We also get Mad Dog Buford Tannen on his horse with his gun, and he does actually come with a rope as well to we get a little old school camera, a framed picture of Doc Brown and Marty in front of the clock. We get the the colored coded fuel logs for the train. We also get an actual picture of Doc and Marty in front of the clock. That's so cool. Another little cool thing is you can take off Marty's poncho, and he's wearing the iron piece front from the furnace, the bulletproof vest. Freaking genius. And then the last thing you can do, which I'm a little bit annoyed with because it's now making me want to try and get this other Playmobil set, the, what is it, 4034 Pacific Steaming steam train. Is it Pacific Steaming? Pacific Steaming Mary train, which is super rare. I saw it on Vinted yesterday for 900 quid. But what you can do is swap out the white walls for the rims to go on the train track, and I really wish they did provide just a piece of track for it to sit on, but sadly it didn't. And just, you know, have it have the car like that on a piece of track. Where's the button? You know, with a Playmobil steam train, and that's the closest one I've seen to the one from the movie. As a display piece, that would look incredibly cool. I would think that'd be amazing. But yeah, not all the time that I do have it out, and immediately I put it away a while back, so that's why I lost the piece. I have the white walls on there. I always have it in the Back to the Future 3 1955 configuration because I think this looks the best out of all of it. I think that looks so cool. And I'm just knocking stuff over now. I'm generally just playing. But like I say, Playmobil over 4 sets and 2 years. They made me buy all this stuff just so I can get... Let's move you to one side. Go away. Just so I can get this completed set or well display of a car. And you know what? I'm not angry. I freaking love it. I think this is one of the best representations of the DeLorean going. Yeah. If you can pick this stuff up still for a cheap price, do it. Really do it. If you didn't get it the first time around, you missed out. Just buy this stuff now. I know it's been out, what, 5 years now? Well, the DeLorean's been out 5 years. The first calendar was out 5 years. The other two is 4 years ago it came out. Just get it. Really, just get it. Like, they're just so cool. And again, having that lights up, having that in there. And generally what I like to do is, one, not pull off the wing mirror, is I have it on the open like that, and then I get the hoverboard and literally just have it in there like that. That's how I generally have it in my display case. And I think it looks wicked doody. Alright guys, this has been a really long, really winded look at just one toy really, with a load of extra bits that are just crazy, but Playmobil went so hard on this stuff and it is worth it. I absolutely love every single piece of this stuff. I can't fault any of it. The only thing I say I wish I had was a bit of train track for this thing to sit on so I can recreate the scene. Or they carried on, instead of giving us the black Toyota, which, yeah, okay, you get an old Biff, Marty and Jennifer again, but that's about it. There's nothing to add to the DeLorean. They could have, instead of doing that, they could have given us the steam train. You know, that I really want. Why does no one make the train? The train was such a wicked part of the third movie. Seriously. Anyway, this has gone on way too long. I'm rambling. Have a great one, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you soon. Bye.